This is a tutorial on credit notes. So just to explain what a credit note is, a credit note is normally offered instead of a refund. So on the till, when you have got a negative amount on the till, whether it's a refund or an exchange, you can offer them as a credit note. So I'm just going to do a return. Just going to select the item that the customer is returning. So I've got minus £39.95 and I've offered them a credit note and the customer said, yeah, I'll have a credit note. So finalising that from the receipt printer, my credit note will print and so will my returns transaction receipt for the customer. So using a credit note, my first example I'm going to use if it's the same amount of an item that they're buying. So I'm just going to scan the item the customer's buying, and then they've come in with the credit note. So what I do is I press credit note at the bottom, and then I scan the credit note. As it's the same amount, it's just took me to the finalise screen, and I would press finalise to finalise the sale. Next, I'm going to show you an example of if a customer's buying an item more value than the credit note. So I'm just going to scan an item and the customer's come in with a credit note. So if I press credit note at the bottom here, I'm going to scan my credit note and now it's saying there is £3 to pay. At the bottom of the screen, you would just press cash or card or however the customer's paying, pressing card, and then you've got £3 and then you just press OK and finalise. Next, I'm going to show you how to use a credit note when the value is less. So I'm going to scan my item and then my credit note. So the transaction's £16 and my credit note is £39.95. So I owe the customer £23.95 on a credit note. When I press finalise, a new credit note will print for £23.95 and then you can dispose of the other credit note that you've just used. Just to quickly let you know, a credit note cannot be used twice on our system. So say, for instance, just show you an example. If I now press credit note and try to scan a credit note that's already been used, it will say it's already been redeemed.